Eh bien, bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs. Bienvenue aux athlètes. C'est avec un grand plaisir et au nom du département de la Haute-Savoie et de la commune d'Égais, donc je salue d'ailleurs la présence de Philippe Vinet, le maire de la commune, que nous vous accueillons à nouveau pour cette épreuve de Coupe du Monde. Comme vous devez tous le savoir, je suppose, l'Égais fait partie des grands sites de VTT dans le monde. Il faut savoir qu'en 92, les premières épreuves étaient organisées sur l'Égais avec des Coupes de France et ensuite, en 96, les premières Coupes du Monde. Depuis, nous sommes aujourd'hui, depuis 29 ans, nous pratiquons les Coupes du Monde et nous en sommes à la 11e cette année. Mis à part ça, nous avons également organisé 2 championnats du monde en 2004 et en 2022. Et la station d'Égais va à nouveau accueillir les championnats du monde de mountain bike en 2027 avec la grande organisation de ces super championnats du monde sur le département de la Haute-Savoie. Alors, j'espère que vous avez dû rouler aujourd'hui. Vous avez à nouveau apprécié nos pistes. C'était peut-être un peu gras, humide aujourd'hui, mais bon, ça fait partie du jeu. Donc, je souhaite à toutes et à tous un bon séjour au jet et que le sport règne et que les meilleurs gagnent. Merci à tous.
Merci, Monsieur Mignier. So, athletes, Monsieur Mignier basically wanted to welcome you here to Léger once again. It's a place that, you all know, has a great legacy, World Cup since the mid-90s. They are going to be holding the hosts, it looks like, for downhill cross country when it comes to the 2027 Super Worlds coming up here in a few years. He hopes you had a good day of training despite the very greasy and slick conditions, and all the best to you all this weekend. Alors, et pour nos amis français, mais vous avez compris ce que Monsieur Mugnier a dit, évidemment. Welcome to this press conference, and today we are going to be welcoming from the Norco Race Division, the team director, Mr. Greg Minnaar. With us also is one of the members of the team, Gracie Hemstreet. We also have Marine Cabirou, qui est avec nous autres, évidemment, on la connaît bien, de la Canyon Collective Factory Team. On a Mathis Azaro de Origin Racing Division, Hayley Batten de Specialized Factory Racing et Jordan Sarou de la formation BMC Race Team. Bienvenue. J'espère que tout le monde va bien. Welcome. I hope everybody is doing well after the long break. We're going to start with Gracie. Gracie, hope you had a good break. You had a lot of stuff going on back home, literally. Were you able to have a bit of downtime?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't compete in Crankworks this year. I was just, visiting and having some fun. Yeah, no, I had a super fun time at home, and it was nice weather, so.
That was very nice at home. Gracie, we spoke earlier this season. You had set yourself a few goals. How many of those goals have you checked off the list already this year?
Well, I've won a World Cup. I guess 2, so that was a big goal. Yeah, World Champs next, so it'll be exciting.
Pretty exciting. You're talking about the events back home. 2026, the schedule is out. We are going to Whistler. The stoke level must be pretty high for that one.
Yeah, I'm stoked. I rode the track for the first time, and yeah, it's proper. It's gonna be scary, but it'll be fun.
Are you surprised with the way that you have performed so fast this year? I mean, hitting the top level of performance. Last year, there was a bit of a hiccup. You injured your arm. You started things off slowly, but the rise has been pretty stellar and pretty fast. Are you personally surprised with that, or is that pretty much the way you felt coming into the season? You were on par.
I don't know. I was just trying to have fun and feel confident on the bike, and yeah, I mean, as long as I'm feeling confident, I'm going quick, I guess. So, yeah, that's been cool.
Cool. Greg, it's a year of transition. 1 year ago, you were kind of riding into the sunset calmly, enjoying every race, enjoying every event, being honored for everything you've done and everything you've brought to the sport. You've now moved from the saddle over to the managerial side of things. How smoothly has this transition evolved for you?
Yeah, it was a bit of a a surprise to be invited to this press conference because it should be about the athletes. So, but it's definitely been a different experience. Somewhat a little bit more rewarding than being a racer. You know, when you race and put an effort into winning and you finally stand on that top step, it feels great. But to watch Gracie stand on that top steps feels so much better. It's so much deeper and more meaningful. So it's an ever learning process. We taking on a big team like we are, it's all new. And I haven't really had time to worry about if it's smooth transition or not. But I think we've had so far a great season. We've had, the proof is in the pudding right here. It's, Gracie on the top step a few times. We've had our junior win a World Cup as well. So we're doing something right, and it's working well. So I think it's been a new year and a different year and exciting year.
It's been an exciting year, definitely. And you talked about something very important many times about, yes, being not necessarily a role model, but a teacher to some of the up-and-coming riders. In the managerial seat, who's been your teacher? Who has taught you the most about assuming this new role?
Well, I've taken kind of a different position. I felt like as a team manager, I didn't have the makeup or the experience to run the team. So I brought in a team manager to run the team. So Alan Milway leads our team from a performance side. He trains all the athletes as well as then leads the team through the World Cup season. I run things more from, I work with Alan on the athlete side and trying to help the athletes, but then I also work in the development of the bike. So we're forever trying to build a faster, better bike. So I'm testing a lot. I'm working with Alan with the athletes, but then I have the overall vision and structure for the team. So it's a little different, but I felt like, through my race career, I had great team managers like Kathy Sessler for sure. She's an ex-racer herself, but just definitely turned things around once she joined a team where she managed. So she's definitely been someone I've looked up to. And then you've got guys like Laurent, who runs a specialized gravity group, who's done an amazing job with a vision to build this team and to take someone like Luke all the way through his career. They're very inspiring. So there's definitely a few out there. But going back to team manager, I would say Kathy Sessler for sure has been a role model.
What would be your appreciation or the highlight moment up to now of this season? We are coming to the final 4 events. What stands out for you in this team director's role?
It's hard not to say the wins, right? We came into the season wanting to have great results, but we won in Ludenville, and we won in the juniors and with Gracie, and then to go back to back into Leogang with Gracie winning again, it was absolutely incredible. We changed a lot, and we've done a lot of work on her bike going into Leogang to support her and to help her, and everything went just to plan. So it's easy on the back end to make things seem good and put this whole structure into place, but it's actually up to the rider to finish it off. So it's always hard to let go of the reins and pass him over to Gracie, and she's going to rip it down the hill, but she did an amazing job. So there were a few times where she sent it pretty big on some of the jumps, and she had some new prototype parts on her bike which I couldn't watch her land because if it did break, it was probably going to be my fault. But everything held up really good, and she was on that top step. So that's the kind of side of racing that to me is super rewarding.
But there is a component of a team success because, as you said, you're working on the bike. Alan's working on, creating the healthy environment, the performance environment. So definitely a lot of team momentum behind the wins by Gracie and the juniors.
Yeah, I mean, if you go back to even last season, we had a very good structure of within the team. We've got a very performance-driven culture, and it helped me get on the top, onto the bottom step here in Leger. We had communication from guys on track to relay up onto the top of the hill. So, it's been working from last season, and we've carried that forward into this season and just spiced it up a little bit more. So, it's an interesting time. It's a great time to be racing, and it's good to be back in a place that supported downhill for such a long time. I mean, we missed a few years coming through here in the mid-2000s, but you look at Europe, and this part of France is really like a mecca of mountain biking between Leger, Morzine. It's great what they've put on. So it's nice to be back racing in such a great place.
Thanks, Greg. Marine, on va passer. Marine, je vais te demander de répondre à prime abord en anglais et ensuite répéter ta réponse en français pour nos journalistes et nos amis de la France. Incroyable de t'avoir avec nous. Je te l'ai dit avant la présentation. Tu te sens prête pour le défi? On se rappelle, la dernière fois qu'on s'est vu, mauvaise chute, encore une fracture au niveau du dos. J'imagine si tu es ici, c'est que tu crois en tes capacités.
Yes, I'm just back on my bike after broke my back in Enduro, so it's not super easy to ride, especially in this condition. But yeah, I try to give my best. I just want to be back on my bike slowly this week and just start to build the part to be ready for the second part of the season, and we will see. I just want to enjoy, ride my bike and just have fun this week.
En français, s'il vous plaît.
Du coup, oui, je me suis cassé le dos en Andorre. Du coup, ça a été un peu compliqué, un peu long la récupération. Du coup, cette semaine, il n'y a pas de gros objectifs sur le résultat. C'est plus prendre du roulage, faire du roulage sur le vélo, tester quelques petits trucs sur le vélo et s'amuser et avoir du plaisir. Et on prépare la suite pour la seconde partie de saison.
The last few seasons, it's been a bit like le jour de la marmotte, the Groundhog Day, 3 injuries to your back and all that. But you've always been very strong mentally. Once again, what are the mechanisms, what are the tricks that you use to stay focused, to stay motivated over these long periods where you're recouping?
I think my biggest motivation is just I like ride my bike and I just enjoy it. So I just want to be back as fast as possible to ride and also race because I love it. So yeah, I just try to stay positive and give my best to just be happy to be back racing. And I have a good crew at home to support me with the physio, the medic and everything. So I'm really lucky.
En français, s'il vous plaît.
Ouais, du coup, j'essaie de toujours rester positive pour revenir des blessures. C'est jamais évident. On essaie de toujours donner le meilleur de soi-même, mais le plaisir sur le vélo, c'est ce qui me motive avant tout. Donc, j'essaie de faire du mieux possible et je suis bien entourée à la maison avec les docteurs et les physios qui me suivent depuis maintenant plusieurs années. Donc, je suis chanceuse de ce côté-là.
Haley, kind of the same question to you. Welcome back. It's good to have you back in the mix. What does one do to stay motivated? It's been a pretty intense side personally and also physically for you over the last few months. How does one stay motivated? How does one stay focused to get back to the highest level of racing? I think your mic's not working. You might want to take that one there. Is it on? No, maybe take the one Jordan has there. Oh, there you go. We got it working.
Yeah, it's good to be back. Thank you. And no, it's tough. I think sometimes it just sucks, and that's just how it is. But I think with the big picture in mind and just continuously working forward and knowing what your goals are and step by step, sometimes just one day at a time. But yeah, I mean, I know what I want to accomplish, and it's just keep putting one foot in front of the other.
Your thoughts now, we're going in 2026 to a new venue that you know very well. You've raced there many a times. Soldier Hollow, you've raced there. What's it like? What do you expect? What can the other riders like Jordan and Mathis expect once they hit the track there?
Yeah, I mean, this is honestly a dream come true. I think like as a kid racing and then, you develop and you become a World Cup racer and an Olympic racer, and then to have a race that's literally in my hometown is honestly, it's insane. And yeah, I grew up in Park City, Utah, just over the hill from Midway. I just moved to Midway, Utah, actually, so that's home for me. And I grew up Nordic ski racing there. I grew up racing there since I was like a tiny kid. So to bring a World Cup there is going to be huge. Utah is like a mecca for mountain bike racing and riding too. I mean, we have Moab, we have so many state parks. Park City alone is just like such an incredible place for winter athletes, but also summer athletes. And I think we're becoming even more well known for the summer sports that we have. I mean, just the high school league has 8,000 kids that race in Utah. So I think, yeah, I don't think we'll be short of fans and the hype and just stoke. For all of the Utah cycling community to have a race there is just going to be unreal. I think for everyone it's going to be really cool.
Jordan, est-ce que tu as entendu parler un peu de Soldier Hollow, toi, au niveau des spectateurs, la foule et un peu, savez-vous un peu à quoi vous attendre ou ça va être du nouveau?
Pour moi, ça va être plutôt du nouveau parce que ouais, je connais pas du tout la région et j'ai pas trop entendu parler de l'endroit où Ellie a grandi, tout ça. Non, je connais pas, donc ça va être super intéressant et motivant aussi d'aller dans une nouvelle course.
So maybe the same thing in English, Jordan. It's an area you don't know, so it's something that you're looking forward to.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward. It's really motivating to have a new venue, and I don't know about the course on the area, and I just heard about this area for winter sports. So I'm really looking forward, and I'm really motivated for next venue. Sure.
Should ask some of your biathlon friends from France. They've raced there a lot. Jordan, tu retrouves tes repères en course. Toi aussi blessé un peu plus tôt cette saison. On se retrouve où? On est à 100%? On est à 70%? Comment tu te sens?
Je pense que j'arrive à mes 100%. C'est vrai que ça a été une saison un peu compliquée pour moi. Au mois de mai à Nové Mesto, je me suis cassé la clavicule. Et je pense que j'ai repris les courses un peu trop tôt, notamment championnat de France et Andorre. Championnat de France, c'était à la maison, donc j'étais motivé pour courir, mais j'étais pas vraiment à 100% et j'avais pas totalement la confiance, donc ça a été un peu rapide, je pense, mais là maintenant, je pense que j'arrive à 100% pour les gros objectifs de la saison.
So you're feeling almost 100%, as you mentioned in French, approaching the World Championships also next week?
Yes, sure. It was a bit early after my crash in Nové Mesto to start again with the nationals at my home and also in Andorra. I didn't feel really comfortable and really into it. But I'm approaching the big goals now and I'm feeling better and better.
Haley, for you, before we move over to Mathis, is the World Championships, or are the World Championships, because there are more than one event for you guys, something that you're striving for? You were world champions in the relay last year, something that is high up on the objective list here?
Yeah, for sure. I think I've been kind of targeting that World Championship title for a while. Obviously, this year's been full of hiccups, but I think sometimes that makes that one-off big event on the highest stage even more tempting and exciting. So yeah, for sure. I think for me, this race, it's my first race back after also my broken hand. So I think just kind of finding my flow again, finding my groove, and hopefully getting some UCI points so that I can have a better start at Worlds. But regardless, I think, it's just World Champs always has a special energy. I always get really excited to race there and absolutely gunning to give my best effort.
And using Léger as a trampoline to make it over there, couldn't ask for a better venue and a better crowd to do that.
Yeah, I absolutely love it here. I've had a couple comebacks here, actually, so from other setbacks over the years, and also a World Championship medal here, so I just have good energy here. Also Paris, France, I love the fans, the spectators, just the passion for the sport, and I feel like you can always feel it in the atmosphere here. So yeah, I'm super excited to race and just get back into the scene. It's going to be good.
Good. Mathis, une saison où le mot-clé, c'est constance. Personne ne peut t'enlever ça. Ça a été le cas depuis le début au Brésil. Satisfait personnellement?
Yes and not. I am happy about my consistency, but I had many crashes, concussion back from Brazil. I was also sick before Val di Sole, so yeah, for sure I made it many times on the podium, but it was always in difficult moments. I never had like a really smooth race, if I can say like that, but I am really happy about that because I was like able to always find the solution and to make the best race as I could in the condition I was. And now I am like fourth of the GC, and I think it's it's a good achievement for the first part of the season. Now we have 4 more World Cups, so I'm really looking forward to, and also the Worlds are also feeling really special, and I'm really looking forward to be there.
En français, s'il vous plaît.
Oui, je suis content et un peu mécontent de mon début de saison. C'est sûr que j'ai été très constant. J'ai eu pas mal de podiums sur les 6 premières manches, avec toujours un peu des pépins. Je suis tombé au Brésil, du coup, ça n'a pas rendu les choses faciles de rentrer à la maison avec une commotion. J'ai été malade avant Val d'Isole, donc voilà, j'ai fait plusieurs podiums, des gros résultats, mais jamais dans des conditions parfaites. Donc voilà, je suis très content d'avoir pu développer le meilleur de mon potentiel dans ces conditions-là. Et puis maintenant, on a 4 Coupes du Monde à venir, et j'espère pouvoir les exploiter du meilleur que je puisse.
Tu as dit quelque chose d'important, cette lutte aussi pour le cumulatif là, qui est fort intéressante. Nouvelle équipe, nouvel environnement pour toi en 2025. Qu'est-ce qui a été le plus gros atout, le plus gros plus-value de joindre une formation comme Origine, une formation à la base française également?
I want to say Max was a big weight on the balance. No, we were teammates. I grew up a lot with him. I've learned a lot side of him as a teammate. And for sure, when he came to me and he explained me the project with a French brand, was looking really nice on the paper. And then, it started to build from that. I decided soon last year. It was, I think, in July. And I am really happy about my decision because it's going really well in the team. We have a really good atmosphere here. Max knows really well what we need as riders, and he got a lot of experience from that. So, I'm really happy about that, and I'm really happy to also bring the result of the beginning of the season to the team, because it's a lot of investment from for sure the sponsor, but for Mathieu and Max and all the staff behind.
En français, s'il vous plaît.
Oui, c'est sûr que Max a pesé un peu dans la balance dans mon choix l'été dernier. Ça a été assez limpide. Le projet, il partait de zéro sur le papier, mais voilà, il y avait beaucoup de choses qui matchaient bien avec mon ADN et ce que je voulais. Et voilà, c'est une marque française, un staff français, donc c'est sûr que ça aide un petit peu dans la décision. Et Max, avec son expérience d'athlète, il sait vraiment ce qu'on a besoin, et on est vraiment aux petits soins dans l'équipe. Donc on est vraiment aux petits oignons tous les coureurs, et c'est cool de pouvoir amener tous ces résultats depuis le début de la saison à l'équipe et aux sponsors.
Question pour les 3 athlètes français. Question for the 3 French athletes. Courir à la maison, Marine, pression indue ou un plus?
Pour moi, c'est toujours un plus, parce que courir devant le public français, c'est toujours un peu spécial, et encore plus parce qu'on sent le soutien de tout le monde qui est là et qui nous supporte toute l'année. Et là, ils peuvent nous voir en vrai, donc c'est toujours cool de courir devant eux.
So, is it more pressure or negative pressure, or is it a plus for you to race at home in France?
For me, it's a plus because I love it, and all the French guys are always like super supportive and love the sport, so it's just super cool to race in front of them.
Jordan, same question for you.
It's always a pleasure to race in front of the French crowd. They are really crazy, but it's a plus for me also. Just pleasure and more motivation.
Pour toi, pression positive ou négative d'être un Français qui court devant cette foule absolument extraordinaire au jet?
C'est un plus pour moi, c'est clair que devant la foule et les supporters français, c'est toujours super cool, et ça donne aussi plus de motivation en course parce qu'on entend son nom vraiment partout sur le circuit, et non, c'est vraiment que du plus pour moi. Ouais.
Mathis, même chose pour toi, same thing?
Yeah, it's a positive pressure. I think to race in front of the French crowd. It's also like downhill and cross-country venue, so we can really feel the atmosphere is positive for us. I'm watching the downhill and fans are going a bit crazy, but it's nice to see the atmosphere we have in front of the sport, and we have the same on Sunday race. So yeah, it's a positive pressure as always.
Alors pour toi, c'est positif de courir devant la foule française, c'est pas de la pression indue.
Oui, c'est toujours une pression positive, si on peut appeler ça une pression, mais voilà, les spectateurs français, ils sont vraiment là pour nous supporter. On a voilà, c'est respectueux en même temps, et puis d'être là avec la DH, c'est vraiment cool parce qu'on sent qu'il y a des spectateurs pour la DH qui regardent le cross et vice versa, et c'est vraiment, on peut vraiment profiter de ça pour aller plus vite et appuyer plus fort sur les pédales.
Gracie, you're not a French rider, but you know the crowd here. How cool is it to race in France? We got to admit, it's a special moment.
Yeah, it's insane being at the finish, being attacked by the crowd. Yeah, no, it's super sick. Yeah, it's cool.
Haley, you've known some success here also in the cross-country side of things. It's quite special to race, especially here in Léger.
Yeah, for sure. I think this venue is honestly one of my favorites, and yeah, just the incredible. The courses are always really well built and great race courses, and yeah, no, it's always really awesome to race here.
Greg, you've raced here before. You've raced all around the world. What was so special about racing in front of the French crowds?
Well, I mean, we've just spoken about all the crowds. It's mental racing in France. They're so passionate, but there's probably nothing better than beating the French in France. And that didn't happen many times in my career, but when it did, it made it very special.
Oh, you look at the statistics, it has not happened a lot. The French have dominated at home also. Final note, we looked at the calendar. It's known since 2 days ago. The UCI Mountain Bike World Series have really wanted to turn this into a World Series. We've been to Oceania, we've been to North America. We're now going to Asia. That must be pretty exciting also. And we're also going for not only cross-country, we're going for downhill. Your take on that, Jordan, about racing in Asia and South Korea, which is known as a pretty passionate country when it comes to a lot of sports.
Yes, for sure. It's really amazing because it's a new venue and new culture also. I went to Japan for the Olympics, but not in Korea. So I'm really looking forward to discover the new country and new area. So in May it will be a nice event for sure.
Ça va être spécial, un nouveau continent qu'on visite. Ça fait longtemps qu'on n'est pas allé pour la Coupe du Monde. Pour toi, c'est quelque chose de très positif.
Oui, c'est toujours aussi motivant et puis découvrir une nouvelle culture, un nouveau pays, c'est toujours intéressant et j'ai vraiment hâte de découvrir l'endroit là-bas. Ouais.
Haley, we know your love and affection for Soldier Hollow. What about South Korea?
Yeah, I think that'll be super cool. Obviously, being in Brazil has been different and a cool change. So I think to mix it up even some more and go to South Korea, I've never been. And yeah, like Jordan, I've been to Tokyo for the Olympics in Japan. But I think, this is just going to be a cool adventure and a great addition, I think, to our race series.
Mathis?
I think the same. It's always a pleasure to discover new places. South Korea is, I think, a different culture there, culture of the sport. I didn't see many riders South Korean on the World Cup Series, but could be nice to go there and to discover the place, people there, and to race on a new venue.
Un potentiel justement pour peut-être développer un amour ou une passion pour les Coréens aussi, et d'avoir des athlètes coréens un jour.
Oui, c'est sûr que voilà, d'aller dans des pays comme ça permet de faire grandir le sport. La Coupe du Monde, c'est une vitrine pour tout le monde et d'aller là-bas, ça peut aider à faire grandir le sport.
Marine?
Yeah, for sure. It's always cool to have a new venue and a new track, especially in downhill, because we race all the tracks since many times. So to have a new venue, it's super cool, and I'm just super happy. I never go there before, so it will be interesting.
En français.
Ouais, mais d'avoir une nouvelle venue, c'est toujours bien parce qu'en descente, on a souvent fait des compétitions sur les mêmes pistes depuis des années. Donc, d'avoir des nouvelles pistes qui arrivent sur le circuit, c'est super cool. Et j'ai jamais été vers là-bas, donc ça va être cool de découvrir tout ça.
Super. Gracie, like Haley, we know your affection for Whistler and that area there. Going to South Korea, pretty cool. It's quite a different culture. Any expectations regards to that, or just really stoked to be going somewhere new?
Yeah, I mean, new tracks are always fun. Yeah, pretty much everything that they said. But yeah, it'll be a lot of new eyes to the sport. So yeah, it'll be cool what it brings.
Greg, you've raced in Asia. What's it like? Maybe you can fill these people in on what it's like racing in Asia.
Well, I mean, we've gone as far as Japan. I mean, that's about it. So it's nice to go back to another Eastern country and just expand the footprint of mountain biking, you know. Like was mentioned earlier, we haven't seen many South Koreans on the start list at a World Cup. So maybe by going there, we can inspire people and bring more to mountain biking. And that could definitely happen. So I think it's going to be a great event. There's really a lot of excitement around it, and new venue, new country added to the program. So it's pretty exciting all around.
Cool, thanks. That's all the questions I've had. Do we have any questions from the room? Est-ce qu'on a des questions de la salle, s'il vous plaît? Ne soyez pas gênés, soyez bien ouverts. Monsieur Le Tondeur, non? Non? Je regarde vers toi parce que je sais que tu as me demandé des questions. C'est bon? Est-ce qu'on a des questions? Anybody have any questions? Non? C'est bon, messieurs? Well, ladies and gentlemen, have a great weekend. Best of luck, and we'll see you out there. Merci.